We are back with the random video. What is good, Heat Nation? And yes, we are back recapping a dub. Jimmy Butler is him, bro. Oh my gosh, this game was an absolute roller coaster. Like, it was so back and forth. And like, to be honest, like when he hit that shot in the fourth, I thought the game was over. I was like, there's no way the Celtics hit a three. And they went to Jaylen Brown, and I was like, cool. Like, he caught the ball pretty far. He took a dribble in from like half court or like the logo, and then he just hoisted up a three, and I was like, well, this is probably game, so let me get ready to make a video. But he made the three, and I was like, oh my goodness, like this is crazy. So then we had to go to OT, 5 minutes of OT. And to be honest, like I don't really know like what the team was thinking or whatnot, like, but if I was there, that shot would have definitely like not deflated me, but like the momentum definitely would have shifted to Boston's way after Jaylen hit that shot, because that shot was just like out of left field. Like, he hit that contested from, I don't even know how many feet that shot was from. Like, it was like from more like deeper than 40 feet. I want to say like 45 feet out he made that shot. But yeah, for the team to keep their composure in overtime, especially when Kyle fouled out, and to pull out this W, I mean, there's so many players that I can give credit to. Like, a lot of players played well, but I gotta credit obviously Jimmy, because not only did he hit big time shots, he had 15 rebounds, yo. 15 rebounds for Jimmy Butler. And guess what? The Miami Heat won the rebounding battle. We won the rebounding battle, and this is something that we have not done. Like, I don't think we've won the rebounding battle like more than 2 times this season. So the fact that we won tonight against the Boston Celtics team that has been rolling is a good achievement. It's a very good accomplishment, and the fact that we won the rebounding battle and Jimmy had 15 of those, by far the leading rebounder on our team and in the game. He had more rebounds than anybody else in the game as well. That just speaks to what he does on the court, even when he's not scoring. Offensive rebounds, we had 12 of those to their 7. The glass was a huge part and a huge reason as to why we won this game. Did we shoot well from 3? No. Did we shoot extremely well from the field? Yeah, I mean, we shot like 47%, but did we shoot as many free throws as they did? No. We only had 18, they had 28. They had more free throws this game than they had in their last game against us. The reason they were up in the first half was because they were getting to the line. We stifled them offensively. They could not really create much, but they were getting to the free throw line, and that's why in the first half it was a game, and they were leading because, you know, they shot a lot of free throws, which is, you know, I don't really go at officials like that. I know Bam in the last game got heated, rightfully so though, because, you know, there's no way we drove that many times and didn't really get calls. We only got like 1 foul call on a drive in the last game, but in tonight's game we were more aggressive. We got to the line more, like 9 more times, but we didn't shoot like a crazy amount of free throws. We didn't really shoot well from 3. We only shot like 31%. They had more assists than us, but the rebounding battle we won. We forced a lot more turnovers. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know the exact number, but I think they had 20 turnovers or something like that. And if a team has 20 turnovers against you, you're doing the right thing. And yeah, 11 steals, especially in passing lanes. We got into their bodies. We made it physical. We mucked it up. We made this a game. We made this a typical Heat game. I think that's why I'm very happy, because, yeah, the score was pretty high, but number one, it was an overtime game, so you got to take that into account. And number two, I don't think the game was as fast-paced tonight as it was a couple of nights ago. I think that suits the Heat more. You know, they played at their own pace tonight a lot better. They controlled a lot more of the game than they did the other night. It just felt like the other night, like they were always within striking distance, but they were never really like able to take a comfortable like lead, or like even like taking any leads at all. They never really did that. But tonight, in the third and in the fourth, especially to start the fourth, we looked really, really good, and we were able to regain control of the game after we did in the first quarter, and we did not look back. So props to the team, man. They really fought hard, battled hard. We're 11-12 now. Again, not ultimately where we want to be, but playing against Boston twice, the best team in the NBA right now, you got to take it. Like, it's something that, you know, I said that if we split against Boston, I'm happy. We did exactly that. We could have had a chance to be 2-0 in this series, but I'll take 1-1 against a team that's playing like the best team in the NBA right now. Especially because we didn't have Jimmy for the first one. So, all things considered, I think the Heat are finally getting back to their basketball, their brand of basketball. They're playing extremely well right now. I even through losses, like I think the Heat are looking a lot better than they did to start the season. They're slowly figuring it out. I was extremely encouraged by the fact that Bam did not really take a step back even when Jimmy came back. Like, he really was aggressive, and I think that's something that has to be a point of emphasis moving forward, not just for one game, but like for the rest of the season. Like, Bam has to be, you could even argue that Bam has to be the number one guy, like on offense. Like a lot of stuff has to run through Bam because he's just very effective. Like, nobody can really guard him out there. I love that in overtime he was being aggressive. He got to the line. When he's facing up, like, he is very hard to stop because he is too big for smaller guys that are trying to that try to guard him, and he's too skilled and quick for the bigger centers that they try to put on him. So he's kind of a mismatch nightmare whenever he's on his face-up game. So I mean, I'm super impressed by Bam's game. I think that he's blossoming into a real star in this league, man. He's definitely an all-star right now, if you ask me. And then defensively, he's been doing everything. I thought Kyle and Tyler also chipped in with some really good contributing games. I think Tyler, it was very tough for him because he tweaked his ankle in the second, so that made it pretty difficult for him to catch a rhythm. But I thought he shot a lot better tonight than he did a couple of nights ago. And then Kyle made a couple of timely fadeaways. It's a shame he fouled out, but I thought he was huge in us mounting our comeback because he made a couple of really good fadeaways. He had a couple of offensive rebounds and put back layups and ones. Like, a lot of the little things that we're accustomed to see Kyle Lowry doing, he was doing tonight. But I want to give a special shout out to Haywood Highsmith. If you look at the box score, he had 2 points and 5 rebounds. Okay, that's nothing special. That's, even some might say that's like a disappointing stat line. But this guy and his help defense tonight, and his point of attack defense, like, every time he was tasked to guard Jason Tatum, he held his own. Jason Tatum had 14 points tonight. He had 14 points on 5 for 18 efficiency and 0 for 9 from 3. We completely took out Jason Tatum from the game after he dropped almost 50 on our heads in the last game. And I knew it was going to be an emphasis. I knew they were not just going to allow Tatum to just be comfortable. They were going to throw bodies at him. They were going to blitz him. They were going to make sure that every time he tries to ISO, he sees 2 defenders. And every time, he was trying to attack or hunt a mismatch, like he was trying to attack Tyler, you would always see Haywood come out and help and just poke his hand in there, force the turnover. Like, he was very disruptive, and I loved his energy. I loved his, tenacity on the defensive end, and I thought he was a huge reason why we won this game. Even though, like, you would have to just watch the game to just see his impact. And like, I was very disappointed in his play, like, before, like a month ago or like 2 months ago when he started playing. Like, I was like, yo, what does this guy do apart from defending? But he makes timely plays, man. On offense too, like last game he had 15, 16 points. Tonight he had a huge layup at the end, and he also hit a 3. Like, he just does things to win a game. Sorry, he didn't hit a 3, but he made one of the biggest shots of the game, that floater in overtime, if I'm not mistaken. So I just want to give a big shout out to him because the Heat, I don't really know how they do it. They continue to find these guys. Like, we just take it for granted, bro. We're just used to it at this point. We just assume that some guy is going to come out of nowhere, and it's Haywood. It's Haywood for this season at least, because he's clearly going to be in the rotation come playoff time. They clearly believe in him. He's very valuable if he can just continue to knock down his open threes. Like, he has a spot on this team because he can defend at an elite level, and he just makes the right plays. And he makes winning plays. He's a very high IQ player. So, again, shout out to Haywood. Definitely, has proved a lot of people wrong, including myself, man. I was not really a believer in him until I saw his performances a couple of nights ago, and tonight, like, this is when I'm realizing, okay, yeah, we have something here. So, yeah, those are the players I really just want to give credit to. Looking forward, just fast forwarding to the future. We play the Grizzlies on Monday. Hopefully we can take care of business against them. Like, they're a very good team as well. But I think if we win that game, we have a pretty easy stretch. I don't want to say easy because, like, any team can beat anybody, but we have a more favorable stretch after the Memphis game. Apart from the Clippers, who we don't know if Kawhi or PG will play. We're playing Detroit. We're playing San Antonio. We're playing San Antonio twice, actually. We're playing Indiana. I believe we play Indiana twice. We play Houston. We play the Thunder. And I think I already said Detroit. But, yeah, we have a pretty favorable stretch of games after the Grizzlies game. So if we can just take care of business there, we'll put ourselves in a very good position to get over 500 for the first time this season. You know, if we get to 12-12 on Monday, by the time Tuesday rolls around, like, we should be all right. So, yeah, man, I'm very excited. I'm very, very, very excited, you know, for the future of the season, because I think that the Heat are finally figuring it out. So it's going to be exciting. I'm gonna sign off here, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. One thing I forgot to tell you guys, I am back on my second channel. I took a little bit of a break, but I'm back posting weekly videos. I think I just posted a mock draft a couple of weeks ago. Not a mock draft, like a big board reaction or a mock draft reaction. And then I posted some trade ideas for Kevin Durant. So if y'all want to go check that out, it's going to be in the description. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to sign off right now. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the game. I'll see y'all later as always, man. Peace.